This is John Paul Rye. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. This article here is from Bounding to Comics, and cool site by the way. They're on our side, Justice for Johnny, and a few other things I stand for, like against censorship and identity politics in movies, so good on them. And they say that they've got a heavy rumor here called Rumor. Amber Heard's role in Aquaman 2 will be bigger than before. Let's see why they think that. It's being suggested Amber Heard not only won't be fired from Aquaman 2, but her role is set to grow. By the way, this here is from November 12th. Geekoxity's Mikey Sutton and his sources say there are no plans to have Amber Heard fired even after Johnny Depp's defamation suit went to trial. By the way, that's kind of an easy call, because that's the assumption that she'll be in the movie, so alright. Previous rumors and gossip held she might get fired or have her part as Mera dramatically reduced. Sutton hears the opposite. And by the way, not for nothing, there was never any solid evidence on that. That was all complete fan speculation and just kind of guesswork on our part that bad publicity could possibly, get her axed. Since Depp's case actually backfired on him and he lost, Heard is viewed as the victim in the scandal by Warner Bros. Sutton writes firing her would be in poor taste and could cause a backlash, which is a good point. Hey, I'll give Mikey that. That's a great point. But it's not really a point that I would need an inside source for. That's just a point that you could see if you look at the way the industry's going. Like I just said with identity politics. Johnny's a man, Amber's a woman, and, these days they're really elevating female heroes and female stars and things like that, so they're scared there will be backlash if they actually got rid of her. So up here, they basically say that WB did not want to take sides in the case, but since Johnny was technically found as a loser of the case, it kind of forced them to take sides. And of course, have him resign from Fantastic Beasts, which will probably screw them in the end because no one's going to see it, but that's a different story. The studio, according to one of Sutton's insiders, wants to avoid bad publicity that might generate during the promotion of the film. This opinion was also echoed by the report from The Hollywood Reporter. Heard, on the other hand, could reap rewards with an expanded role in Aquaman 2, despite reports to the contrary and for reasons already in the cards. Wow, she looks a little bit weird in that picture. No offense, Amber. Just saying. I mean, Amber, if you want to come here and say I look weird, that's cool too. Sutton says WB doesn't want to fall behind Marvel in the game or female representation, like I just said, so female representation is a thing these days. Because this happened with quite a few movies where they took out the long-standing male hero of decades and replaced him with a female, not because it was a great move for the fans, for the story, for the original concept, for anything, because they want to have female representation. So because of this whole thing that's been in Hollywood for the last 4 years of female representation, they might just say, we can't take out Mera, and we want to have Amber play Mera because it wouldn't look good on our identity politics. And by the way, they don't care who's right or wrong. They wouldn't care if Amber abused Johnny if she was guilty. It just wouldn't matter to them because they're playing identity politics, meaning your identity is more important than the facts. That's what I was against in this channel long before this case started. On the top of the film roster of heroines, including Black Widow and Captain Marvel, the House of Ideas boasts Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk, and Kate Bishop, as well as Scarlet Witch on Disney+. As for IPs, for all ages, DC Films only has Wonder Woman and Mera. They have Harley Quinn, but her last movie was R-rated, and the next one, The Suicide Squad, will be too. So their take here isn't the best, and I'll tell you why in a second. Removing Mera from Aquaman 2, in short, doesn't champion diversity, and recasting an actress perceived as a victim of abuse, despite worse charges lodged against her, would mean bad PR in the minds of executives. Now, the reason this is really wrong is because no one's saying remove Mera. Keep Mera. The character of Mera is fine. It's just Amber Heard we don't want. We want Emilia Clarke. Or anyone. I mean, anyone except Amber, basically. So, I'm not sure why they said that. They should know that we're not calling for Mera to be gone. No one says we don't want a woman in the movie. If that was the case of the petition or what fans were saying in general, they'd be correct, but it's not what we're saying. We're saying we don't want Amber Heard as Mera. I'd fucking take Roseanne Barr as Mera over Amber Heard as long as it wasn't her. Because I'm not going to probably see the movie anyway, so now I'm double not going to see it. And then they go on to say that the petition reached about 1 million, which everyone's saying, which is great. So anyway, you guys, let me know what you think down below. For better or for worse, this Amber news is going to flip-flop like crazy until the movie actually comes out, or some movie posters actually come out, or something actually happens, filming starts. So for the next couple of weeks or, a month or two, this is going to be some flip-flop news, but, it's interesting because we all want to know what's going to happen. Anyway, doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. Do some shout-outs. Gonna give a shout-out to What here. What has been sending me some, good stuff. Articles, things to consider. Thank you. And shout-out to Anna Laura here. She's also been sending me some articles, and just so you guys know, I can't get to them all. There's too many at this point. I'm just doing basically what I feel like talking about and I find fun. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. You'll get videos. It'll be great. If you don't subscribe, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Go to work the next day. Something like that. Have a fight with my wife. Life goes on. See you next time.